So hello and welcome to Broadwood Stadium today. It's not as bad as it was earlier in terms of wind. Really nasty, cold, raging storm brought in by Storm Malak. Seem to be getting a bit calmer as we get near to kick-off. Clyde were in action on Tuesday. They drew 2-2 with Adrianans. They suffered some injuries as well. In their team they named Parry, Page, Runsey, Elston, Docherty, Livingston, Jameson, who they've just got on loan from St Mirren, Splain, Love, Devaney and Jones. And on the bench it's 21 Bradley Hurst, 6 Palatone, 14 Nicol, 2 Mortimer, 23 Andrew, 24 Tatty, and that man number 9 David Goodwillie. He was one who went off late in the game against Airdrie. Of course, he didn't get on the score sheet last time against Alloa. That was Ali Love who scored a screamer, and Clyde held on for the winner. It's been 11 years since Alloa won here. You need to go back to November 2011 when Graham Holmes managed to score 1-0 win for Alloa. Alloa, meanwhile, have also struggled to fill their bench. We're up to 9 subs, as has been voted by the League One teams. But I mean, it's mostly unchanged apart from that man, Fernando Mendy, who I did see in the stands a bit earlier on. I should have got him to do co-commentary because I'm just running solo today. But anyway, in goals are Alloa, 31 David Hutton, number 2 Scott Taggart, number 6 Durnan, number 5 Andy Graham, number 3 Daniel Church, number 8 John Robertson, a new signing, number 28 Blaze Riley Snow, number 16 Adam King, number 7 Kevin Colley, number 18 Connor Salmon, number 11 Stephen Boyd, and the Alloa bench, number 21 Burt, 4 Howie, 12 Skugel, 17 Armstrong, 20 O'Donnell and 23 Mendy. Just as we're joined by the teams. Alloa going to be playing a 4-3-3 today. Connor Salmon leading the line. Hearts have signed a few players, so there's maybe some hope of getting Ewan Henderson back before the end of the transfer window. But I mean, the transfer window has been extended as well, so we might see him back even later in February if it comes to that. Looks like it's going to be home kick-off. Clyde to start us off. Away at Broadwood. Just a customary sort of rugby kick up the field to gain territory. It's going to go for a Clyde throw in. Mark Docherty over there on the far side, former Alloa man. It's pure control. Alloa throw in. It's still bitterly cold as Taggart takes the throw in. Robertson launches it forward. Connor Salmon's forced back, so there's no focal point for Alloa, and they're going to be broken as King takes a loose touch. It's Love squaring it to Docherty. Ball into Rob Jones. He's heading it straight to Hutton, and Alloa will be nice and decisive, get up that left-hand side. Chuck's driving there with a good run. Dingle goes back to his defender, Durnan, the captain. Alloa, of course, came out of a 2-1 defeat in the Scottish Cup against Celtic, but it was a very good performance, and Alloa were competitive at the end. Celtic were struggling to hold on. What we're going to see here, it's Ewan Devaney driving at the Alloa defence. He does get it nipped away from him. He comes out to Livingston, linking up with Devaney. Lions playing. Gets the better Adam King. Crosses in. Driven at the back post, and the big man Rob Jones wasn't up for it. Tiger obviously did enough to put him off. So I did witness Rob Jones clear a goal off the line as they were put out the Scottish Cup by Broomhill earlier on in the season. Plays Ridley Snow with his first touches in Alloa colours. They knock it away. The on-loan Wraithman. It's going to be interesting to see what he adds to the team. So I think that's a replacement for Charlie Gilmore, who's going to be back at St Johnstone as they look to avoid relegation in the Premiership. Graham's touch. His pass is no good enough, but Robbo's going to try to get that ball back. He's allowed to bring it forward. Dipped into the middle, and Durnan's done well. He's done well a second time. It does bounce eventually. Devaney. He's going to get support eventually. Church is standing up against him. The ball again squared to Clyde's left back. Docherty. Oh. And I tell you what, that was a close one. Jameson on loan from St Mirren. They're getting the better, winning the header against Kevin Colley, going through Kevin Colley. I think Kevin Colley landed a bit awkwardly as well, but just wide of the post. It's like the Clyde fans now in fine voice. Clyde have certainly improved since the beginning of the season. Doesn't make for good reading for Alloa when you consider that it's the 30th of November, sorry, October. It's even worse than November. 30th of October since they last won, as Boyd tries to dink it ahead at corner. Salmon. Jones. His ball across, going to be dealt with by Taggart. Headed back to the goalie, and Hutton took a stumble. It's an awkward one. Again, he's going to get it out to Daniel Church. Personally, I thought there would be two possible outcomes of this game, that we would either see a tired Alloa after all their exertions. Just as my headphones fall off. Kevin Colley good for the long one. It's a save. What a shot from the wee man. That sparks Alloa into life. And I missed on the replay. I think I clicked that button twice, so I've probably overwrit it. You'll see that again at half time. Certainly Alloa's first shot on target. Delivery in for the front post, headed away. Under challenge from Andy Graham. Again, Stephen Boyd on the corner, ready to deliver it into the middle. Durnan, Salmon, Graham with the front post run. It's right into the mix up. Clyde are the first men to make it there, but they can only knock it wide. And I don't think that Stephen Boyd's going to be too happy about that end, because it didn't look like it was out of the park to me. 6 minutes gone, we're still sitting at 0-0. And the Clyde goalie, Neil Parry. you can see how windy it is. All the sort of refuse is obviously moved from this end of the park that's rarely used. It's now residing on the park. Launching it long. If the camera can find the focus. Clyde so far have had the lion's share of possession. Docherty displaying over the halfway line. There's Jameson dinking it forward. Again Docherty. That's what displaying that is in the middle. Devaney twisting and turning. He's made it through a crowd of players. One shot blocked by Durnan and another Alloa player on the line. Boyd's done well to win it back. Taggart just launches it long, but Salmon, can he do anything here? He's 1v1 versus Parry. Salmon's going to turn away, which is good news for Clyde, but big chance for Alloa. Boyd, who was very good in the opening warm-up. I think he was the strongest shooter in Alloa's team. Just an awkward one, and you have sort of flashbacks to the points where Neil Parry's been 1v1 for Alloa and he's no came off the best. Hopefully we can get something like that to happen. A bit of luck to break a poor run. Long ball favoured Salmon. Doesn't come to anything. They get the ball, and they're quite slack with possession as well. But it is back to Hutton, and it's launched long. Again, looking for Salmon. He doesn't hold it up very well. And Church has got the wrong side of Devaney. Andy Graham calm on the ball. But Church, again, it's hopeful and it's a bit aimless. Salmon does well enough, but how's he going to win it against three players in there? Very difficult. So far we've not seen Alloa have a nice passing move. Certainly the goal against Celtic was 3 or 4 one-touch passes. You can see Skugel, who's fully stripped. He's going to come on. I've missed who's struggling for Alloa. I think Robertson's the man who's missing. I've missed him entirely going off. There's an early niggle, obviously. So Alloa have been playing with 10 men, they've survived it, and on comes Stefan Skugel for Robertson. That's straight away Boyd fouled. Done in for Alloa. He's got the option of Church wide, which he will use. King making the run for him. Alloa back in numbers, and here's plays Riley Snow, and that is a beautiful ball out wide to Salmon. It's no far away. That's certainly what I've seen in the highlights of him so far. His passing is his main strength, which I wouldn't mind another player who can hit these quarterback passes like I just saw there. Yes, squaring it to Skugel. When Colley's robbed. We'll get it wide to Church. Plenty of space on this left. It's sort of a false striker. Church's ball in. Easy take for Parry. Again, Clyde working it on that far side. Docherty forward. It's Jameson running on in behind. With the snow up against him, and you can see there's a pace differential there, which is something I think the Wraith fans picked out in terms of speed. He's not one of Blaze Riley Snow's strengths. Boyd giving it away, and the audacious there. Sally Love, who's tried from 40 yards, put it well wide though. I think Hutton would have had plenty of time to get back on his line anyway. Adam King making the forward run again. It's Salmon who's went out wide, and there's space in the middle. Kevin Colley, he's on almost a different wavelength, but it does come to Taggart on the far side, and it's cleared for an Alloa throw-in. Almost seemed like he had hit it too far when Kevin Colley looked to roll in Boyd. I'm sure he saw Taggart. It was an audible groan. Taggart with a throw-in. So we're back to Andy Graham in the box. Interesting tactic, but it launched in. Riley Snow can only find a Clyde man. Dunnan's got to be quick towards the ball. And he does, but he can only knock it straight back to the Clyde goalie. And Parry sends it long. And Church has head up, giving the ball straight back to Clyde. One of my criticisms so far of Alloa, that they've not done great at keeping the ball. Parry launching that ball long. It's over Andy Graham, and the jump from Durnan collides straight with the player. It is going to be a free kick. It's Adam Livingston who's in the centre of the field. I think this is a head knock. They're certainly signalling straight away to get the physio in the park. A big strong tackle. And do we stop for a free kick here? Did the referee give a free kick? I think to me it would have been a free kick if I was in the middle of the park. Certainly going to be a slow start anyway, or a slow restart. Stretcher not required, at least, as Adam Livingston gets up and walks himself off the park. But we are going with a Clyde free kick on the edge of the box. I'm not sure who would take it. Normally you would have Good Willie, but Ali Love's certainly the one who seems to be in pole position. Spillane and Docherty and Jameson over it. Four-man wall for Alloa. It's interesting. Spillane into the bottom corner. It is Clyde 1, Alloa 0. The home team look to continue their fine form. A very awkward one, round the wall, into the bottom corner. And where was that Scottish Cup transition coming from? Oh, the wind has definitely picked up. And Alloa, as they did last time here, need to come back from 1-0 down. Plays Riley Snow forward. So far, I think they just really need to get a grip of the ball. I'd have to say, Clyde have done it better. A wee bit of invention from a set piece has given them the lead. Andy Graham. Again, it's a long ball looking forward for Salmon, and he just can't stop it going out. It's by this near side. Church throws it into Snow, or Riley Snow I should say. It's the right back, but I mean his touch is poor, he's hounded, and Devaney up against Church. Not much else on for him, good save. I think Taggart will stop it going for the corner, no he will put it out. And it all came from the right back, giving that ball away. Hounded down by the Clyde players, and it's a great ball through to Devaney. He just jinks inside and tries to curl it in that far corner. Great save by Hutton, you'd have to say. Clyde have the reward of a corner. I think it's probably quite equal in terms of size in the middle. It's going to be a free kick on Kevin Collett. So I say that's for a pull. And 20 minutes in, Alloa 1-0 down from an interesting Clyde free kick here in Splain. The scorer. So far, Kevin Colley's had the best chances for the visitors. I think he's forced Neil Parry into a save twice. Oh, sorry, that'll be one for him, one for Stephen Boyd. You often can mix up the two short boys. He's really Snow with a wee peg in there on his opposite number. Church. Skugel. Skugel's a man that we want to see in possession. I think on the far side, Alan Troughton's a man who's in the stands. Obviously he's picking up plenty of injuries. He's struggled to get any impression on the team this season. Taggart's ball in at the middle. Can't find Salmon. We're really lacking goal scorers. Ian Henderson sort of paved over the cracks, but there's very few else in this team, and Salmon's short ball is going to be broke on Alloa. Backpedaling all of a sudden, it's back to Church. Church does well enough, and he'll recover the second ball as well under Clyde pressure. Maybe he can start an Alloa attack. Salmon Skugel. He's got his distinctive jink, but again, he's played a short ball and given away. That's two now. Some awful passing here. It's just a yard off at Alloa. It's very interesting. Dockery throwing that ball up. King's going to grab it and he's going to put it in behind. Boyd trying to get the... Oh, it is going to be kept in. Boyd trying to get in through the middle there, but he's crowded out. Again, a disjointed Alloa appearance. Back with Hutton. Slips as he launches it, and the smallest man in the park's going to rise for that header. Every ball, it's just angled wrong for the Alloa players to take, and it's just favouring Clyde a little better. Certainly struggling just now. Hutton, launch forward. Taggart, free header. Gets it down to Boyd, who's muscled out by Dockery. Sorry, that's Page in the middle actually, sorry. Gives away the foul. It's probably advantageous as well for Alloa. In fact, I've got that wrong, it's no Page anyway. Page is out here on the right, it's Matthew Elston over on that far side. Dockery, Elston, he's left back. Both three going to be taken by Andy Graham, and again it's just a long lump up the park. Stephen Boyd's going to hold up. You're asking a lot of the wee man. I mean, that's nice. Nice 1-2. Church has made a bit of space for himself. If he keeps the ball moving, can only hit it behind Taggart. It slows the Alloa attack. There's plenty of numbers back for Clyde. See the searching ball. Brilliant ball by Blaze Riley Snow. Salmon, what can he do? It's awkward. I think he's run it straight out of the park. But, I mean, that's hopeful. Certainly another excellent long pass from the unknown right midfielder. Launches it into the mix. Andy Graham, I think, does enough, and it's cream off him. It's going to be the Clyde throw-in on the far side. They wanted the foul for a tug on Rob Jones. Devaney, sorry, that's Jameson. He's got Devaney ahead of him. He's looked bright so far, the man from St Mirren. In the middle, Jones heads straight up into there. It looks like it's definitely out, yep. Goal kick for Alloa. He's a gangly striker. It's been interesting times this season where Clyde have tried to use him through the middle and done goodwill into a winger. Don't know who I'd prefer up front. In the absence of him. So it's Clyde who still made the most. Ball through to Salmon. Who's playing more as a winger. Do you know? I think it's again, it's a bit indecisive. Salmon eventually can only knock it out of the park. Andy Graham's got to make that challenge. It's behind King, and Jones knocks it out of the park. Disjointed. The best thing you could probably say about that. I wonder how much of this comes down to Alloa confidence. So they're fear to take the passes against the Clyde players. They're fear to make a mistake. We thought on Saturday, having such a performance against Celtic, although it was a limited sort of style we were looking for, we were looking to just contain. We hope that they'd brought confidence from that. Certainly, I think Niang in the middle is a big loss to the Albion field. Andy Graham looking for the long ball. Salmon doesn't get it. King manages to win the header. Second one's claimed, and plays really snowed as well. And Graham, it's a nice move, certainly. But in the end, it doesn't come to anything. Nice wee bit of interplay by Salmon and Boyd. And again, I don't know where this Scottish Cup stinger's coming from. I will need to fix that. I mean, that's a wee bright spot for Alloa. A nice wee bit of interplay, a nice wee chance created. Just see if it's on target. Certainly the game at the Indodrill, Alloa, they struggled to test Neil Parry. They've already made 2 long-range efforts. Cole Boyd's maybe a bit generous, saying it was long range. I think it was inside the box, but nice easy low attempt for Parry to save. Taggart, Skugel. Space for Church. He's going to drive into it, puts the ball in, and Salmon with a first time flick. I think he's caught the Clyde defender. Again, another wee bright moment. Alloa picking the ball up in an advanced position. Delivery's maybe not the best. Certainly made an opportunity. Again, Church, I think, has got to be confident. He's the man who's got plenty of space on the left when we seem to be almost playing a non-existent winger on that side. Skugel. He's getting tugged all the way. He's going to win the free kick. Chance for Alloa to get the ball in. So no respite from this biting wind that seems to be swirling round and coming from the other direction just now. Delivery in, Skugel. He's hit the first man and just bounced straight back to Alloa. And again, it's another opportunity that Alloa are squandering. King with the dink, and he's almost put it straight in. Neil Parry there has to react quite quickly. So that was Church that put it in. And this is certainly the half for it, because the wind, you can see by the flags, it goes in. Boyd's ball in, headed down by Durnan, who's complaining about the hold on him. It does go just wide. At least Alloa are making chances, but the I suppose the issue will be that in the second half, Clyde will have the wind assistance as well. Church. Durnan. Graham. Just a single strand of suddenly dappling across the park. And the Graham knocking it long. It's over Salmon, but it's going to be collected by Kevin Colley. He's always looking to come in on that right foot. It's inverted from probably how it usually is, because it's usually Boyd out here on the left. Two right-footed players. Skugel and Taggart linking up. And Skugel's just played that behind the rampaging Taggart. Again, Clyde get back possession nice and easily. Boyd almost nabs it. Can't keep it from going for another throw-in. Jameson. Clever touches to get himself out of trouble, and Clyde play it back, but it is a loose touch, and Lino's unmoved as the shouts are for out of the park. Riley Snow. I think brought back for a wee niggle on Blaze Riley Snow there. A free kick. It's every man from Clyde in their own half defending the lead. Skugel. He's looked busy since coming on. Church. Blaze. Riley Snow. I think the shouts on the park are definitely Blaze. It's a good name, that. Skugel. He's looking for Riley Snow. Does come to chuck to the back post and goes all the way through the Taggart. Leaning back, Boyd sends it over. Another Alloa chance goes begging. Two opportunities there. Salmon with the first one. Possibly could have thrown his cell at this Church cross. Did come at the back post, and touch and finish. Boyd again skied well over. Showed a lot of composure just in the warm-up. It's been lacking so far for Boyd. Again, the left-hand side spare man for Alloa, Church. Driving into that space, wide with King. Plays Riley Snow. Moves inside his men well. Is forced back in the end, and the Graham's going to take it for a run. Taggart. First time delivery. That's over everyone. And Clyde let it go for throwing on that far side. Setting it up the line, Durnan solid though. Jameson gets the head on. Spline launching it forward in search of Devaney. See, the wind just seems to have changed direction. It's swirling around in this ground as Chuck launches it long, looking for Salmon. Salmon will collect it just before it goes. Under pressure from Clyde centre half. No foul there from the referee. I mean, Alloa gained the ball well. Snow. Again, 2 banks of 4 for Clyde. They're nice and organised. The dink through. Just runs beyond Salmon. He's creative. So far, he's been one of the brighter players in this Alloa team. The new signing for Wraith. Searching balls, which is what Neil Parry's looking for here. Down for Church. Touch is a bit overhit in search of King. It's going to go for Clyde throwing on this near side. Just waiting on Page tying his laces. Crisp packets going about the field just now. Ball is sent up the line and Church heads it out. More advanced now for Clyde. It's over the netting as well, so ball girl deployed. Clyde just move it up 10 yards. Jameson looking for a long one. See if we can Rory the lap style, launch it into the middle. We can. Headed away between Church and Durnan. Outside of the box, the shout for handball from Clyde. Spain turns away, gets it wide, and the strike. Not sure who that was on the far side. Livingston with the effort. A few yards wide from the, I'd say full-back, but I think he's been deployed on the left of midfield today. Again, Alloa going long, and Salmon's not got the best of it. Came down, Skugel winning that ball and tries to drill it. Can only find a Clyde body, but it was always 3v1 there. I think Boyd was taken out by his momentum. Kevin Colley on Skugel's left. Maybe he just could have rolled him through. It will be an opportunity from the corner. Boyd. Deliveries into a good area. Neil Parry. That was an awkward one. And I think he's saying there's a crowd of players in there. Didn't look confident from the Clyde goalie. Church. Love down to Devaney. He's just robbed by Blaze. Riley Snow. Colley. King. Graham. It's kind of slow, ponderous from Alloa. Just a bit of first touch action from Skugel, and Graham's managed to beat 2 men. That's interesting from your centre half. He squares it to Adam King. Adam King, he's not done it in a while, but he can unleash a rocket. Church, King, Snow. Oh, right, this was Riley Snow. He's going to take a wee bit of practice with these double-barrelled names. Tagger out wide on the right. Can he find the cross in? Standing up against side Livingston. I think Alloa against Celtic, there was about 60% of Alloa's attacks came down that right-hand side. So maybe having 2 full-backs for Clyde's not a bad idea. Trying to find Boyd running in behind, he's done well. Keeps it. Again, it's all right-footed. Church is the natural left-footed player. Jenkins side, he's got the better of his man. Brilliant into Salmon, but Salmon's close control. Just going to be nicked away from him by Ali Love. Again, knocked up the line. King's going to turn back towards his own goal. Jones is chasing him down, but he does enough to get it back to the goalie. Riley Snow. Easy push. We're going to have a Foul by Elston. Taken shot by Alloa. Durnan trying to find the through ball. Kevin Colley, the touch just escaping him. Just on the 18-yard box. It's not the easiest takedown. This is how Alloa are hoping to find the breakthrough against Clyde. Still that fairly early free kick from Splain. The difference between the sides. Parry launching it long. Andy Graham's up for it. He's beaten to the ball by Jones. Church does well, and Andy Graham will win the second one after Jones takes a bit of a loose touch. It's awkward for Alloa. It's going to go for Taggart, who knocks it up that line. Boyd chasing in search of the ball. Just dealt with safely. Taggart's throwing. Scugo. Again, he's shown how good he is. He's the man that everybody seems to be linking up with. But it's not enough for Alloa here as they lose possession and Clyde come away with the ball. I mean, it's robbed away by the new midfielder, and Boyd just takes a wee clip, wins the free kick. Chance for Alloa getting into the box, and it's a yellow card for Ali Love, and he is jumping about like a madman because he doesn't think there was any contact, obviously. Absolutely furious with the referee, and that's one of the things I suppose you would need to watch. If he's just booked you, don't be too vociferous with your protestations. It's going to be Boyd to put the ball into the middle anyway. Blaze Riley, Snow, Salmon, Durnan, Graham, King and Scugo just buzzing about the edge of the box. It's not the greatest of angles for a cross. And Ali Love's making the referee make a decision. The ball in eventually is poor. It's straight to Jones. Alloa will keep possession as the head tennis at around the Clyde's balk and back out to Church. Boyd, again the delivery. It's a bit awkward. Does make its way to Durnan. Both Alloa centre backs remain forward, and Blaze Riley Snow just dallying on the ball. It's nicked from him. A bit of lack of awareness. Jones up against Scugo, and you think Scugo's gaining on him, but he's taking it into territory where Clyde are quite comfortable now. Jameson robbed by Blaze Riley Snow. Alloa have the chance to break. What can they do? Through to King. Again, the space is always on this left hand side. Church is trying to make this marauding run. Drags away two men with him, and Boyd. I don't know what he's looking for. If that was for Taggart. He's so ambitious. If it was for Taggart, you could easily enough played it along the floor. He's floated one out for a goal kick. – 45 minutes gone. We're well into the 46 minutes, so I don't imagine there'll be too much longer of this first half remaining. It's not been great watching for Alloa, and you'd think that. So you'd think there might be changes, maybe a change of shape or something like that, but it's a difficult bench to work with. Again, that early change made with Robertson as Colley's pushed to the ground. Maybe we'll have a bit of redemption from a free kick. It's not been pretty football so far. They're no end product for Alloa, or not even being able to work the opening. Colley's delivery amidst the awkward one will go out to Durnan. Durnan's ball's good into the middle. Jones is forced to head it away for a corner. Can Alloa find this opening? They're so often in these positions where they can put a ball in, they can carve out an opportunity and fail. It's going to be Boyd. Delivery to Durnan, his header. I think that's palmed away by Parry, and we have half time there. So again, Clyde go in at the break 1-0 up, just like I think they have every game so far against the Alloa. Durnan seems to be remonstrating with the referee. He was obviously won a penalty because he can't get the header away. It's one of Alloa's better chances in the half, but I mean eventually they will go in for half time. I suppose I'll leave you with the highlights. It's Clyde 1, Alloa 0. So welcome back to the second half. Alloa we kick off this time. It's probably in the wrong end, the wind. Although it's maybe died down a little, so maybe it's ideal time to shoot in the other direction, but it still seems to be coming from the opposite side. Things have been awkward in the first half for Alloa again. They need to chase a defeat. Sorry, they need to chase a goal deficit against an organised Clyde side. Not a lot on the bench to change things up, so you look at it and think that this is probably how they're going to have to stack up for the rest of the game. Maybe O'Donnell can come on, make an impact. Second half underway. But certainly the men on the park have got to step up to the occasion. Ball launched for Salmon, headed into the middle. Boyd to Colley. He thinks. Two Alloa players in the centre colliding with each other. I mean, that's short. Taggart. That's a nice cross. No one there to attack. Skugel with a touch. Willie Snow with the drive. He's hit it awkwardly. But I mean, Alloa starting with a bit of intent, which is what you want to see. I wonder what the half-time team talk for Barry Ferguson was. He's giving his team a rocket. It certainly looked very slack in the first half. And again with a solid header. And again, nice aggressive challenge to knock that out for a throw-in. Clyde captain Ali Love, who's on a yellow. Down there to take it. I think he's going to pass it on to Jameson. As we saw in the first half, can execute a long throw. So the back line for Alloa will need to be on their toes, as it is launched just about in behind them. Adam King's done well. Out the Snow into space. It's awkwardly kicked over. Kevin Colley will pick it up. Just in front of the Alloa dugout. Clyde win the ball back. Not sure exactly how that broke down, but Andy Graham will knock it back to King, and Alloa attacks will start again. Taggart is eventually going to provide reinforcements on the right, but it's in to Boyd. Checks back on himself, plays it in the middle. King hits the shot. Can only find a Clyde body, and Church's touch is far too far ahead of him. And Alloa have committed men forward now. Adam King's going to chase back into the left back area, and he does well. Wins the ball back, plays it back to Turnin. Just as Alloa were looking to be a bit stretched, they've recovered. I mean, again, it's easily given away. That's a bit of a Hollywood pass. It's gone straight to Boyd. Colley. Oh, this is good. Wide. Skugel with a touch, trying to square it. And the frustration, you can see it coming out. It's just the not finding the right passes, not finding the right men in the middle. I'd like to have seen Skugel try to take it on and maybe drive it at the front post, but please, Riley Snow, he's overhit that one. It will go for a goal kick. Salmon did give a big push in there, and I think the Clyde boys are rightfully annoyed about that. So hopefully this will be a bit of a cheerier second half, because it's a bit grim in the first half. Certainly I've not got my usual commentary team to bounce off of. Speaking of bouncing off of, Jones can't control it. Salmon will take down that long ball from midfield. You just have to recycle it, slow it down. Clyde get plenty of men back. 2 backs of 4. Again, it's going to require a bit of effort. Taggart gets away from Skugel. Boyd trips in the middle, and it's awkward. It's awkward. No one seems to have the confidence to take their man on. There's not a lot of options. So we're reduced to picking out the safe ball, but Durnan with the ball over onto Salmon's chest, and it's a strong effort from the Irishman. He is the main man for Alloa up front now, in the absence of Ewan Henderson, and he almost grabbed the equaliser. And speaking of safe balls, that was an ambitious one from the centre half, and it was great control by Salmon, and it's a great hit. Boyd now can swing it into the middle, and Parry comes and collects his big frame, confident. Alloa certainly looked better just in the opening 5 minutes of this half. A few times that you see the red alert for Clyde. The alarm bells going as their defence gets pulled left and right. It was a bit of an awkward one. Devaney up against Durnan, and then the centre half did enough to put, I think he's on loan from Kilmarnock, to put that striker off. Boyd, King, again always looking to come in on the left hand side. Colley turns, can he get the shot away? He's jinking left and right, he can only hit it straight at Barry. King into the middle and cleared. And the shout is that Kevin Colley's offside, but he does come away with the ball. The foot in, just breaks for Clyde. That was a big opportunity just there for Alloa's, at least just now, their record appearance holder. Boyd. Alloa onslaught continues, and he tries to find the corner up against Barry. It's a good effort. Riley Snow, Taggart goes for the long one straight straight at the former Alloa goalie. Two ex-teammates there. Dagger driving it straight at his goal, and he had to be alert there as he palmed it away. This is just the second one. Boyd. Just a bit of hairy moments again as plays Riley Snow picks up the ball again. At least it's Alloa pressure. They seem to be good in this second half. Better link-up play, keeping the ball on the floor. Certainly in the first half they did seem to have the wind advantage. It was going into Neil Parry's goal in the first, and it seems to have died down in the second. Taggart. Delivery beyond Salmon, and collected at the far side by Neil Parry. Gives Clyde a bit of respite. Neil Parry no one for favouring playing out for the back, but he will launch it long and give Clyde plenty of territory. And that's exactly what the gain has done, and knocks it out for a throw-in. On the bench has just been given a strip, so there's maybe somebody in the midfield for Clyde that's struggling, that they'll be looking to bring off. Looks like he's getting instructions. It's not I don't know the Clyde backroom team too well. It's not Danny Lennon who's given the instructions. I think wide protestations from the Clyde fans as Chuck probably steals a few yards from that throw-in. Docherty plays it back, probably invites a bit more pressure. Here is Parry. Oh, takes a bit of a risk, knocks it around Salmon, gets away with it. Alloa chasing deep. Again, he does have the dodgy kick or two in him. Oh, and speaking of dodgy kicks, Durnan has to be bailed out by his centre defensive partner, and Andy Graham is ever a trustworthy person at back, has to make a good sliding tackle as he fluffed the potential clearance. Comes to nothing. And King does well, he stands up to that challenge and wins it. Oh, a throw. Chucks to King. Durnan. Riley Snow. Again, he's looking for the quarterback pass. It's a good one. It's into Boyd. Boyd drags it away from two Clyde defenders, and Jinks inside, picks his man, strikes it against Neil Parry. It's not the greatest angle. It does break away. I'm not sure exactly who it came off of there. What an opportunity for Alloa. And as Barry Ferguson's getting a square go on the sideline for Alloa, this is interesting to say the least. And you'd imagine he's lost the head there. You'd imagine this is going to be a second yellow. How certainly aggressive. I'd be very, very surprised if he gets away with this one, and I think the referee's going to, he is going to be lenient, but I think squaring up to the opposition manager, that's probably meriting another yellow. It's very interesting anyway. Like I said, he's lost the head, and Kevin Nicol seems to be ready to come on. Danny Lennon's probably going to make a change at this point. I think Kevin Nicol made 100 appearances. Was it last weekend or it was on Tuesday just there? And he got a goal as well on Tuesday. Devaney's off. Jones is off. And And just to zoom right in here, I think that's David Goodwillie. Very interesting that Ali Love remains on the park. It's all calmed down now. Clyde have got the throw and they launch it up the park. We'll see. Alloa certainly had the momentum. We'll see what these substitutions can do. Of course, David Goodwillie, I think he's probably joint top scorer in the SPFL, if not the outright scorer. I've not got the stats to hand, but he's been on such good form that he was heavily linked with a move away in January. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Whoever he signs for, it's probably an unpopular move just because of the non-footballing matters that surround him. But on the park, he's deadly. I think it was 2 goals in the first game here. A header and then a late sort of mazy run where he beat Andy Graham and then beat David Hutton at his front post. David Goodwillie managed to steal the game as Alloa were looking for the winner. To find the equaliser here, they're really struggling just to get an open shot on target. Certainly some of the interplay's been much more dynamic this half. King delivery in straight at Neil Parry, disappointing. So the heat has not increased that much as it's launched long. I think this is going to be an easy take. Yeah, Dunnan heads it back to his goalkeeper. Hutton, quick to take it. Does find Salmon, but he tries to just flick on. Doesn't do well enough. Boyd. I think, oh, well done. I think the first one he was lucky not to get penalised. The second one was clean as you like, and Alloa retain possession. Going to set up an attack. Riley Snow, right to Church. Snow. Taking it on a wee run, gets a wee peg. And he's just shrugged off the ball before he can really put in the killer pass. That was a nice wee marauding run. Time for Andy Graham to execute that. It's wide to Taggart. Looking to cut in on that left foot cross and the back post again. It doesn't find any of it. Alloa players straight to a Clyde man. Will be recycled through King. Again, everybody back for Clyde. Just David Goodwillie standing here on the halfway line. Taggart's ball into the middle. The bounce is a bit awkward. Doesn't have to get it wide. Displaying the goal scorer. Nickel. I think it's probably his first touches of the game. Linking up with Love. Oh, and trying to find David Goodwillie. I said in the build up, he hobbled off with about half an hour to go. A 2-2 draw with Airdrie on Tuesday. So maybe he's not at full fitness. Certainly Clyde have shown they've got enough, and a second goal you'd think would probably kill it. It would take a big push from Alloa to get back. Kevin Colley can't control it. The bounce is lucky. Neil Parry picks it. And that's interesting. I thought to myself, I was like the Alloa players, that was probably a pass back. But we go on. So Alloa working it from the back. Really Snow with probably a safe pass. Church. King running into the channel in front of him. Scougall looking for the space in the middle. It's straight into Kevin Colley, who's surrounded by Clyde men. Scougall eventually. It's closed down quickly. Can only knock it off the Clyde man. I think he is going to take it with, oh, sorry, it's going to be Blaze Riley Snow who takes it with time. Alloa retain possession though. Little flick down by Salmon. Salmon again in the box, and it's just beyond the 6-yard box and just beyond the Irish striker. Another one, just flashing past the post. Very, very close for Salmon. I think we are going to have a substitution for Alloa on this far side. That is Cammy O'Donnell. And Kevin Colley's the man who's going to come off. .62 minutes. It's a long stint for the youngster this time. Kevin with the biggest chance for Alloa. Now he's the man who goes off. I think we're going to move into a sort of diamond now. It's going to be O'Donnell on the left side of it, King at the centre, and Boyd and Salmon up front. Ball drilled up the line. Boyd's got to do a lot to get around his man before it goes for the goal kick. It does exactly that. Nice and calm for Clyde. Into the centre of the park again. Again, the bounces are for Clyde. That's a bit of a late one by Cammy O'Donnell. His counterpart goes down, but Alloa will win the ball back. There's no foul from the referee, except it has went out of the park up the top. Just on the halfway line, it looks like we're going to have a Clyde throw-in. Send it up the line to Goodwillie. The shout is for out the park, but we'll play on. Docherty trying to launch a long one. Durnan calmly knocks it down for his left back. O'Donnell with his first touches of the game. Graham. Knocking it for Salmon, bounces for O'Donnell. Salmon's got to take it quickly before the Clyde defender gets the foot in. Straight at Parry. Again, you can see Clyde always eager to sort of eke out as long as they can, get a bit of respite. The momentum certainly being forced by Alloa at this point. And Durnan deal with that quickly. Is Goodwillie? Is it Goodwillie up there? No, it's not Goodwillie that was bearing down on him. I think that was Splain that was bearing down. Livingston's done well as he holds Taggart. Bit of consternation from the Alloa support. Durnan. Again, that long diagonal looking for Salmon. And Salmon's just knocked it behind King and sorry, that was Cammy O'Donnell. Cammy O'Donnell and King are very similar looking with their boots. All the same, Connor Salmon with a loose pass and Clyde breaking down just before they get really into Alloa's half. Good aggression from Riley Snow. Although the free kick's given against him, I thought he just managed to nick the ball in there. Certainly looked like that to me. We're going to have a deep free kick. Clyde send their centre halves forward. Without the height of Jones. Instead they've replaced him with Goodwillie. So it's very difficult if you're Alloa manager to gauge what kind of changes you need to make to the team, because just so little offensive options. There's no Armour, there's no Troughton. Absolutely very, very light on the bench. This ball comes in. Oh, and Andy Graham just glances it. I think it came off Taggart in the end and went straight back to Hutton. Church, he's robbed of the ball. Thinking and diving. He's playing with the free. He's playing with the free header. He heads it straight up in the air and manages to get a touch on it. Scoogle's done enough, and he's going to get the free kick for the hold by Splain. I mean, that's another awkward little moment for Alloa as they gave the ball away deep. And we just about had an awkward moment there from Neil Parry as Connor Salmon charged them down. It's going to be Taggart's throw-in. Short one. King squares it. Durnan. Again, he was almost the assister of a brilliant goal for Salmon as the half started. He's made the run forward himself. He's still on that almost the 18-yard box as Riley Snow launches it in. Probably aimed at the man you didn't want. It was Boyd that was aimed at, but Durnan knocks it down. Skugel. Taggart up against Livingston, and there's a shout for a handball in there. It certainly looked like it, but it played through. King rounds the goalie. Oh, and I think he's went for the cross in the end. Oh, Alloa. It's painful to watch. They just cannot find the opening. It was certainly a handball. Certainly hand was out, but the ball to King. Oh, I don't know, he was trying to cross it back, but there's no one in the middle for Alloa. The delivery now. I think that's good. A free kick the other way. And Riley Snow is not sure what he's done. I'm not sure what he's done either. I think the referee's just taking a guess and giving it one way. It's the consternation of the Alloa players. Clyde got a bit of respite though in it. And again, you've got to look at that. That is a clear handball. The referee, the assistant referee, they're not watching. Absolutely not watching. "20 minutes of this game, remember. 20 minutes is all Alloa have to bring anything back. So they know had a lot of luck with officials this week, as the SFA overturned the yellow card on Mohamed Niang and made it a red. And Salmon, he does have his hands on the Clyde defender. It's given against him. It's a frustrating one. See the two men who are warming up for Alloa, Fernando Mendy, Craig Howitt. They're both centre halves by trade. Sorry, I see a third as well. I think that's Armstrong too. So 3 centre halves by trade. We could really do with attacking options as this window drags to an end. Like I said, the loan window does get a boost. Splain just stops Hutton from taking the quick goal kick. Again, lets his men get back and drags out another 10-20 seconds of rest for Clyde's players. I think it's fascinating. It's like goal kicks are almost like a tennis serve. And oftentimes he wants to be taking it quickly and getting the game moving straight away. Eventually thrown in by Clyde. Shouts about the challenge. Clyde man up that line. Again, the referee not interested. We go on. And plays Riley Snow. Escaping a couple of Clyde players, giving Daniel Church the chance to run. He's managed to awkwardly go up the line, but he's dragged away. Jameson, who's penalised. Sorry, that's not Jameson, because I can see Jameson closer to this near side. Just by a process of elimination, trying to find out who it is. Scugo into the middle. The header into a crowd of players. Plays Riley Snow. There's a push by O'Donnell, I guess, but he's a slight frame, so the referee's ignored it. Taggart. What can he deliver in? It's awkward for Andy Graham, who's just behind the leaping salmon. Again, the ball just breaks Clyde. They try and thump it. That's a bit too ambitious. It goes straight to David Hutton. Fluffed on this near side by Adam Livingston. Again, Alloa launching it forward, and it's aimed at the wee man. It's not the right. You want to say horses for courses, but Salmon almost lays it off for Boyd. Scugo does well. Plays it into Boyd. It's poor though. Breaks down as Boyd tries to lay it in a run of Taggart. A bit of speed from Ali Lumph. Takes it out wide. He's up against the new centre mid. It's into Andy Graham, and there's always a nervous moment as you see that ball coming in. I think, have I misjudged this? Andy Graham, though, he hadn't misjudged it. Nice and easy for him to knock down, and Alloa will restart their attack. Church. O'Donnell inside him, but Church goes for the cross, and it's Salmon! And oh, it looked like it was into the top corner. Just wide of that post in the end. Got a man down for Clyde. Great delivery in by Church. Oh, Salmon. The Clyde man, I'm not sure how he's taking the knock. He's still down, he's going to get treatment. Salmon landing on top of him. Again, Alloa just struggling to find the opening. What the words are from the bench. I think Alloa would have wanted to start with this intensity that they did in the second half from the beginning of the game. There seemed to be more long balls that they were launching towards Salmon, and they were hopeful. Looks like more substitutions for Clyde. That's another 2. Look at this is. Well, Mortimer's one of them. Is that Gregory Taddy, the veteran as well? He's looking to come on. The love's coming off. I think he was lucky to stay on the park earlier. And it's going to be the man who was down on the far side as well coming off by the look of it. Looks to me like Elston. Here we are. Neil Parry gets the game back underway after that stoppage, and we're off straight away. Gregory Taddy. I think originally he came in as a coaching role. King. Sorry, that'll be. Always look at O'Donnell and King, and they're very similar looking, slight players. It was O'Donnell who managed to win the ball back. That ball's loose from Boyd. And nice little flip from Jameson. Andy Graham's done well to cut out Taddy's pass. Goodwilly's taking this wide position. Through them. Oh, it's a gaping hole for Livingston. Oh. It is one back. And Dundon is absolutely furious. Everyone seemed to have went to sleep in the Alloa defence, the midfield. No following their runners as Goodwilly dragged himself wide. Oh. They're certainly not getting any warmer here in Cumbernauld. So we're yet to see an Alloa goal. That said, from the outset, it's a long time since Alloa won here. In 2011. That was in Scottish League 2 as well. Or what would have been the equivalent back then, as Alloa went on to win the championship. Those were changed days. That was a different team under Paul Hartley. Of course, this Cove side, they're looking quite handy. Looks like they're set to win League One. Snow a bit too casual, gives away possession. Thankfully that's Church who's gained it back, played to Skugel. Taggart. Skugel charging up that line, does have 2 men against him. Dives in between them, wins the foul, well done. Again, great close control that Skugel's got. Pretty much everybody for Alloa's forward as they await the ball from Boyd. Referee's certainly giving us some warnings out for what's going on in the box. Going to have the 5th sub at Aiden's plane coming off. Oh, and my eyesight's not that good. Conrad Balatoni. It's going to be the man who comes on. It's a defensive substitution, you would imagine, from Clyde. They want to hold on, getting 3 points, which will be a big help to them as they look to avoid being sucked into this relegation zone. It's one that Alloa very quickly going into. Back away. Knocked up the line before it goes for an Alloa throw-in. Church draws that ball into O'Donnell's feet. O'Donnell up against the veteran Nicol. He's jumped left and right, did numbers on him. Boyd. Alloa just continually forced back, there's not enough movement. Riley Snow. Everything's coming from a deep cross from the fullbacks. Dunnan's header. It's more of a defensive one. It's going to be picked up by Salmon. O'Donnell into a Daisy Receiver and over the bar by Skugel. Oh my goodness. Leaning back. What else can you do? It's something different from the youngster. Salmon just lays it off for him. First time low into the middle. Comes off with three guys, to be fair. But then when it drops for Skugel, you think to yourself, he's going to bury it. Just gets his technique wrong. 83 minutes gone. Alloa continue the old sort of true to form where they make good opportunities. There's openings here. It's just not a finisher. The finishing touch continues to escape them as Salmon looks to have overhit the cross, but it is claimed by Boyd in the end. No one at the front post as Taggart swings it. Again, and Alloa throwing on this right hand side. Blaze Riley Snow hits it short, sets up the counter attack, but it's overhit by Goodwillie, that's fine. Alloa have lost maybe 40-50 yards. They do have the ball back. It's backs to the wall job for Clyde now. King's going to lay that off to Taggart, who switches it. Opened up by Durnan. Church is wide. There's maybe nobody in the middle to take that pass. O'Donnell takes it, beats one, but as he's slowed down, it's just robbed away from him, and Clyde have launched it back into the corner. Again, it's a big thump forward from Durnan. Salmon tries to go up for it. It looks like it's just going to be kept in before it goes for a throw, and I thought that had went before Church made any contact. Eventually Church did knock it out, so we'll have a Clyde throw in just in front of the Alloa dugout. It's adequate, out the park, straight back to Alloa, but enough range on it to allow Clyde to reset. It's Church marshalling the Alloa troops in the middle as he looks to throw it long. It's an awkward one, it's a high one, no flick on by Salmon. Blaze Riley Snow will knock it back out to the left back. Durnan. There's no one in the middle. Boyd is going to come for it. Jinking left and right. Oh, well done. But it is a good challenge. It's Mark Dockery. He's managed to get the foot in on Boyd. Taggart had done so well originally. This is a 1v1. Andy Graham with the yellow card, you'd imagine. Yep. That is a well worth professional foul. 1v1 versus Andy Graham and David Goodwillie. I think there's only one winner there. Andy Graham's probably got a good 6 or 7 years on the Clyde striker. Again, a last ditch tackle up the other end. That's what was stopping Alloa, and we've got 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Delivery, oh, it's in. Oh my goodness, Taddy follows it in. The old man who'd even hit the first one. Mark Docherty, Sparky. 2 veterans linking up. I think that's exactly what it was. And game over. Clyde 2, Alloa 0. And that is a miserable, miserable end. David Hutton with all the time to watch it. Delivered in at his front post, and I have to say, makes a hash of it. Makes a hash of it. Can Alloa get any respect back? Church launches it long. Awkward touch from Taggart. Maybe we'll have more punishment. Launching it long. Again, out muscled and out fought in the middle of the park. Goodwillie laying it off, and actually Goodwillie looks like he's struggling a bit, so maybe that's an after effect of Andy Graham's tackle on him earlier. Plays Riley Snow. Church. Salmon. He'll win the throw-in just over the halfway line. It's very little, very late for Alloa. Sacked in the morning is a shout for the Clyde fans. That's it. Of course, he was the manager here. Not that long ago. The unpopular figure, Barry Ferguson at Clyde. Church. Delivery into Salmon, and there's an no an equaliser. I think that was Boyd who knocked it in. What are we given? Ah, well, I'm not exactly sure what this is, but bizarre. We are getting a goal. 2-1. Absolutely bizarre. Stephen Boyd knocking it beyond. And this will be some comeback if Alloa can manage anything. It's knocked down the line. Taggart's got to do a lot to keep it from going out the park. Just looking at that goal against Salmon, gets the header in. No, sorry, Schuylkill with the goal. I mean, he's held all the way as well. I think Boyd maybe just took offence at the protestations to Kevin Nicol. Oh, and I think Salmon's just caught. Is a Ballatoni in there? Too many green boots now. I think he's given a yellow for the high arm. So he knocked to the face, which can happen sometimes. Salmon challenging in there. I don't think it matters how you're getting your case now at the referee. If anything else, it'll be a bit of relief that this game's over. Bitterly cold at Broadwood Stadium. Going to have at least a few minutes added on. It's been almost a minute. He's been on the floor, Balatoni. Expect that this is certainly going to be too little too late. Alloa they've created enough over the game, but they just didn't have the finishing touch, and with that lack of ruthlessness, even if they carve open another opportunity, you wouldn't be banking on them to score it. Neil Parry's going to launch it forward. Straight out the park as Taddy wrestles with Church. Desperate stuff now. Even a point is not a massive boon to Alloa. Nickel driving away from Israeli Snow. Rolls up that line to no one. Snow. Misses out. Oh. Ball forward, Salmon. Bizarre takedown, comes off his chest and bounces straight back up. It almost looked like a handball. I think there was some shouts from the Clyde players. And that is time up. (2-1). And Alloa's miserable run continues. That's 3 months without a win. And at least the last few games have been draws. That's came to end today. It's probably 10 or 11 now without a win. And Andy Graham, you can fight your case for whatever you want from the referee. The game's done now. I think the handball earlier in the box, Stephen Boyd hit the shot and there was a hand up. I think that's probably one of the key moments. I mean, Alloa could have scored from it anyway as it broke for King. He's got his hands on his head. It has been a miserable day in Cumbernauld. I'll leave you with the highlights. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back from Peterhead next week.